So we got some really unfortunate news, especially for the Notre Dame community. So Notre Dame football star Louis Nix was found dead at 29 years old. And after he was reported missing. This is very mysterious and suspicious. So just bear with me here. So the Nix family reported that he was missing Wednesday. And after several days of searching, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office tweeted at 8 p.m. Saturday that Nix was located, but did not report Nix's condition. Brian Kelly, who's the Notre Dame head coach, he sent out a tweet. He said, "Louis Nix, Irish Chocolate, which was his nickname. We carry these memories until we see you again." So Nix was last seen at 10 a.m. Wednesday, leaving his father's Jacksonville residence. And Brian Kelly actually sent out a tweet saying, asking the public to help find Nix. And there is some interesting information here, and I hope that they kind of connect this to see if it's connected in any way. Nix was injured in a shooting in December while filling his tires at a gas station near the Jacksonville airport. He said on social media that he spent 10 days in the hospital after a bullet ricocheted off his sternum. And it went into his lung. That's what it said. So, yeah, man. I mean, he was a big star at Jacksonville. He played at Rains High School, which people from Jacksonville, if you're watching this and you know what that is, I'd like to leave the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. He was drafted in the 3rd round by the Houston Texans. He was a defensive tackle, never played a game for the Texans because of knee injuries, and he played in just 4 games for the New York Giants. But as in Notre Dame, he was a big star. And so, you know what, Nate, I'll start. Oh, before I actually pass on to you, Nate, I almost forgot. The article was written by Michael DeRocco, ESPN staff writer. So now I'll pass on to you, Nate. Your thoughts.
Yeah, before I give you my thoughts, just want to take a moment of silence to remember Louis Nix. Thank you. Um, yeah, man. I mean, first of all, I just want to say rest in peace to Louis Nix. Condolences to his friends, his family. Same to Notre Dame. Condolences to them, all of his coaches and teammates. Um, I don't know if you mentioned this, but there is the cause of death is unknown. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
No, thank you.
yeah, yeah, no problem. But yeah, it's just sad, man. I mean, obviously, he didn't really get a chance in the NFL because of injuries, which, stuff like that happens. There's not really nothing you can do about it. But obviously, of course, he was well known in Notre Dame. Like you said, he was really good at what he did. Um, and it's just sad. 29 years old. We've talked about age 30s, 20s is young. We talked about a 5-year-old girl about how that's young, but 29 is still really young too. I mean, a lot of people at 29 are still trying to figure their lives out and trying to get over that hump in life. So some people are still in that stage in their life where like they haven't necessarily completed everything they've ever wanted at 29. I mean, some people have done that before 29, but the majority of people haven't fully completed their accomplishments then at that point in age. So 29 years old is just still very young in life. And it's just sad that he had to go so soon. And I always say it on the show, and I know it's a deep thing, but y'all gotta hug your loved ones. You feel me? Y'all gotta hug your family, your friends, tell them you love them, because gotta be honest with you, man. Tomorrow ain't never promised. That's never promised. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm gonna give it over to you now, Mario, and just end off by saying, may Louis Nix rest in peace and condolences to his friends and family.
Yeah, I'll pick it up from there. Rest in peace to Louis Nix and condolences to his families. Obviously as a Notre Dame fan, this kind of hits me too. But this is a very suspicious death name. Very suspicious. Okay, you go missing, nobody finds you, and then you end up getting found dead. Like now again, if it was a shooting, I think they would have said it. They would have knew that cause of death, but it's not because obviously they said the cause of death is unknown. So my question is there more to it now? Like going back to the part about him being shot in December, is that possibly connected to it? Maybe that's not for something for us to find out. It's for detectives to find out. Personally, I really couldn't tell. Like, I can't really tell you. Like, I can't really tell you anything about this. It doesn't give me any information on like whether he was like depressed or like he just walked. Because at least with I'll go back to the Vincent Jackson situation again. May his soul rest in peace as well, and condolences to his family. But when we still don't know like a cause of death for him, like an actual cause of death, right? But we had like some clues, like him leaving his family and going into a hotel for a month. Obviously that could be a sign of like depression or whatever it might be. Correct. This one we have no clue. He just goes missing, so we don't know. Um, with that being said, though, like obviously the Knicks family is probably looking for they want justice, and I can't blame them. They want to know what happened to their loved one, and I'm hoping that the detectives and the sheriff's department can figure out exactly what happened with Nix. So I mean, really, there's not really not a lot for me to say on this. He's a very good Notre Dame player. Um, Obviously Brian Kelly really liked him, but I mean, this is very sad, Nate. It's very sad to hear somebody like this end up dying at just the age of 29. Again, way too young to die. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right, Nate. Hug your loved ones because you just never know. And I know it's deep, but you just never know. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow. We always say, so we'll do this tomorrow. We'll do this assignment tomorrow, or I'll do this tomorrow. I'll go to this store tomorrow. I'll pick up this. You know what I'm saying? But you're not guaranteed that. Anything could happen at any given day. So with that being said, just have some love in your heart, okay? Don't end up putting hate out towards people because you never know when that'll be the last time you see them, and that's the last thing you want to say this, and that's the last thing you want to do is put hate on somebody, and just hug your loved ones, just keep the ones that you love close to you, and take every day for and don't take every day for granted. Just live life to the fullest. Okay, be the best you that you could possibly be every single day because you never know when it could be your last day. So with that being said, the best way I can end this, Nate, is rest in peace to Louis Nix. Condolences to his family and close friends, and I hope that they bring justice towards his name.